I want to share with you these individuals and their channels that inspired me to go carnivore. Welcome to Broken Carnivore. I'm Kelly. YouTube can be a very entertaining, educational, informational, helpful, encouraging, and inspiring social media platform out there in the world, but also it can be dangerous and it can have negativity out there as well. But today I'm specifically talking about the encouraging inspiration side of it, especially the carnivore community. I'm beyond grateful with this community out there. A lot of them helped me, encouraged me, and had that ripple effect where I have now got my own YouTube channel out there. They're out there willing to share their journey. They're sharing their tips, their mistakes. They're sharing what helped them, what's out there. There's doctors out there that are sharing scientific information from what to eat, what is the dangers of the American Standard Diet, and why it's important to eat this proper human diet. I have been using YouTube for about 10 years now, from watching videos, from rescuing old vehicles from dead that brought them back to life, to working on my vehicles, to now being encouraged and inspired, and now encouraging others to, through my testimony and through the way I live and what I eat daily to help my mistakes, whatever it is that I can help you to get through your journey. So there's about 9 channels that I discovered before I became carnivore. Many of these channels you have already probably watched, discovered, even subscribed to, liked, shared, and comment at the same time. So I want to get with this and I want to share these 9 channels. The first one is you know him very well. He's a very well-known doctor, especially in the carnivore world. He is the one that created the BBBE, bacon, butter, beef, and eggs diet. And he also is an author of the book, The Lies That Doctors Tell You, by his journey through being a hypocrite and where he was and his health. And that when he discovered keto and carnivore, that it changed his life forever. And he wanted to get out there and he wanted to be the doctor that helped. Many, including myself, will say he saved my life. He encouraged me. He gave me a lot of tips. I discovered him about 5 years ago by accident, and his name is Dr. Berry, along with his wife, Neisha, which is the second channel that I discovered right behind that. They also do a Monday Night Live on his channel, and they share, tips. You can ask questions. What should I do? Here, you can share your lab work with him, and he's very, very helpful. He's also one of the creators that helped us fund the American Diabetes Society to properly educate diabetics and Alzheimer's patients that either you can reverse your type 2 diabetes or help prolong, and you can reverse some of the symptoms of the other two. I'm beyond grateful for Dr. Berry, because the one thing that he got me to do was, when I discovered him, I was on the American Standard Diet. I was a lot bigger than when I started the carnivore. And he says, why wait? Start now. And that's what I did. The next day I started the ketogenic diet. And I am so grateful for him and his wife, Neisha, which is channel number 2. Her channel, she's very encouraging, inspirational. She shares her story and especially helps other individuals out there that had the thyroidism problem that she had, Hashimoto. I believe I said it right. And through this, she also helped me balance that I needed to take K2 with my D3. And as when I do the supplement, and she shared her vlogs of her life with her family, cooking tips, and her family. And I'm beyond grateful for both of Dr. Berry and his wife Neisha, because they are huge inspiration, encouraging, and coaches out there to coach you and cheer you on as you go through this journey. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, both of you all, Dr. Berry and your wife, Neisha, for this. This third individual I'm talking about, she is I think she's a 14-year veteran on Carnivore. She lost over 130 pounds. I discovered her probably around 21, 22 through I believe, an interview with Dr. Berry. We know her channel as MyZeroCarbLife. Was a huge inspiration to keep me going and keep me going straight on the straight path, not to cheat, not to fall off. Even though she was carnivore and I was keto, I'm beyond grateful for all her information. Today, she shares a lot of that and shares with other people together and interviews with doctors. And she goes along throughout the country, I believe, to help others and go through seminars and stuff. And I owe a lot of my early journey as keto, even though I was on keto, to Kelly Hogan. Thank you, Kelly, for your journey. Thank you for your inspiration. Thank you for being that bold person out there to share your life and have a channel that you're willing to help others. Thank you. This fourth person I'm going to talk about, I discovered him last year. And because he is not only a musician, but also he battled obesity, he battled health issues, and he was tired of living that life, and he wanted to change his life, and he went carnivore. But not only he went carnivore, I call him the artistic of the carnivore culinary. He comes up with these unique recipes that we normally see on the American Standard Diet, where they're guilt-free and they're 100% carnivore. He's got a website that you can go to get his index cards for his recipe cards, and you can look at his videos to step-by-step what he'd done. We known him as Chris Cooking Nashville. Great inspiration, and if you're getting tired and you want something unique, but you don't want it to have the bad effects and you don't want to fall or sabotage your diet, go to his channel, go to his website, pick out one of his recipes and try it. He's got an awesome mashed potato recipe that I did try, but I got to try his new improved 2.0 carnivore mashed potatoes. Thank you, Chris, for what you do, and not only in the Nashville area, but all around the country and around the world through YouTube. Thank you once again. This next one that I'm going to mention, I discovered her channel probably early this year, along with her husband, Chris. They lost an incredible amount of weight. They reversed a lot of their health issues. They even shared their journey of have to get skin removal. They're a huge inspiration. She and I believe her husband, Chris, will be there at the Arizona meetup in Phoenix around, I believe it's coming up early January 5th, somewhere there. It's right after the first of the year. She has helpful tips from you can go out to eat and you can be accommodated for carnivore. All you got to mention to the waiter or the waitress, I am carnivore. This is what I want. Can I get this? And they're willing to accommodate. And she went to several restaurants and she shared those, and it's great help. She also has other tips and helpful stuff at home, what they vlogged, through their air fryer recipes to crispy fried chicken. And all it is just boneless chicken thigh and the skin fried in beef tallow and baked in the oven for 2 minutes to get that crispiness. Her name is Laura Spath. She is a huge inspiration to all of us out there. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Chris, for your journey. Thank you for being there for us. This next lady I'm going to talk about, she comes from my home state of Missouri, the Show Me State. She has an incredible journey through the, through her journey through maybe skin issues, autoimmune issues. She also lost some weight through carnivore. Through her journey and testimony, her husband, I think, was once vegan, and now he is now carnivore. She is a certified health coach. I know now today she does more of an animal-based diet, but it's just mainly animal, mostly carnivore with some fruit added to it. And it's not just canned fruit, but it's raw fruit. And she is a huge inspiration to me. And she, helped me out a lot before I was carnivore. I was trying to do it on the keto diet, but as I discovered her and learned about her more, as I went on carnivore, she was a huge inspiration. Her name is Lilly Kane. I love how she puts a little joking in there and a little bit of humor at the same time to keep your attention on the serious things of the carnivore and why it's important with your health. Thank you, Lilly, for being a health coach. Thank you for your journey. Thank you for doing what you're doing to help this world out to better ourselves. Thank you once again. This next individual and their channel, I owe a lot to. I discovered, this is like within a weeks before I became carnivore. I was, discovered because I watched a lot of homesteading videos, and I was trying to learn how to get into the homesteading, and I was going to do my channel as a homesteader to help you out there, but I could never get myself started because of I hated behind the cameras. But I discovered him, but after he was carnivore, and he was talking about a lot of carnivore stuff, and he's talking about his health. This individual not only overcome a lot of his health issues, he also holds up a big box of pill bottles, empty pill bottles that he used to take regularly, daily. And through that ripple effect that he got inspired, probably watching Dr. Berry and some of the others, but also that ripple effect not only come out to the YouTube world, he also inspired his wife, Jen, his daughters to go carnivore as well. I owe a lot to him and a lot of encouragement, and that ripple effect affected me to decide to start really thinking about this. And as the time goes, and when I did start carnivore, I started my channel and to get my journey out there to let people be aware that, hey, this diet is old, it's ancient, it's the original. This American Standard diet, you go to the grocery store, it's not what you think it is. The American Standard diet is not pure poison, pure trash, but we have a diet, and I owe a lot of this, and he inspired me and encouraged me through his videos. His name is Kerry, Mann. His channel is Homestead How. He also has a documentary that he is working on called Healing Humanity. It's about to be wrapped up and probably be out sometime in the next year, so be looking out for it. This is why, their ripple effect is so effective, because not only it encouraged him to move to do this journey and share it, but also his wife, his kids, many individuals out there. And especially I'm going to talk about this individual because he reached out to Kerry, and because he was prisoned into his bed, and he reached out, and finally after a few weeks or whatever it is, they got together, and he is actually part of the documentary that Kerry Mann is helping working on, Healing Humanity. This man got his life back, his freedom back. He got out of through the carnivore. The carnivore freed him. He lost an amount of weight. He got his freedom back. He's looking forward to getting out of the 400-pound club and to get into the 300-pound club. We know in his channel is Bill and Daisey in Alaska. He's a huge inspiration to all of us, and especially to the people that he's related into that category where he was. And Bill Knott, you are a huge encourager, huge inspiration. You have encouraged me to be on this diet, and I thank you for your boldness to share your journey from day one to today. Thank you, Bill, so much for that. And this is the last channel that I wanted to mention that this channel here says this is when I was just right to say, forget it. I'm going into carnivore. I'm going to try it for 30 days. I'm going to go. It's a husband and wife out of South Carolina. They started their journey and they wanted to lose over 250 pounds together. They share their ups, the downs, mistakes. They share their past. They share what happened in their life. They share their addictions to help encourage out here that whoever comes across, they wanted to make sure that their story encouraged and inspired and would reach out to someone that needed it to say, I was once there. I want more help. And I am so grateful for them. We know them as Carnivore Quest, Larry and Cassie. And I can't remember what their saying is, but I know, it's based on stay on track, no cheating, no carbs, no excuses. I think that's what it is, but I'm not positive. But if you haven't seen any of these channels or just a few of them, I highly suggest to go through and watch them, subscribe to them, like them, comment with them. The reason why we're out here, including the other ones that I discovered after I started going carnivore, like Carnivore Kip, Carnivore Cure with Todd, Bella Steak and Butter Gal, and many others out there that I have discovered, and I reached out and I subscribed, and you communicate. Even though some of us has not, or none of us hasn't even physically met Zoom or met through YouTube, but we feel like we are family. We don't consider this a diet. We consider this a journey. We consider this a lifestyle change. I have been on carnivore for over 133 days. It's almost 5 months. I, feel better today than I ever have. As all my physical body elements healed 100%? No, because some of this is I have to do some work with exercise and then strengthening. But the biggest part of it is like inflammation, gone. I noticing that even though I'm looking forward to seeing what my eyes are, but I'm noticing that I'm having a bigger improvement with my eyes. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what my eye chart is. I have to start thinking about, do I need the 2.5 milligrams of blood pressure medicine? I don't know, but I'm hoping that when I see my doctor, we may be discussing about eliminating it, and I just monitor my blood pressure, and if I need it, I'll use it. If not, I'm done. Because my goal is to get off medicine properly. That the proper food that God had created in the beginning for us humans is our medicine. And the one thing that we have to remember is that not all foods equal the same. What God has created is that one single ingredient. Everything else is processed and man-made. But the primary diet that God had created for us, we need to make sure that we eat that proper diet to get that proper nourishment, all the nutrients that we need so we can live. We don't live off of carbs. We live off of fat. Ketones is what our bodies mainly run off on. And I noticed a huge difference in myself versus it was 4, 5, 6 months ago. Even though I was on the keto diet, I wasn't eating hardly any sugars, but I also bounced back and forth and I ate too much. And the one thing I will say, I am an addict, and certain foods that I do eat, I cannot eat, or I have to discipline myself to eat in moderations. And if I can't learn to do it, or if I eat it and I can't control it, I have to eliminate it. Just like every one of you out there that has to do it. And I am beyond grateful for everybody out here in this journey that's in the YouTube world, in the carnivore family. And I consider you all family. And you're out there just like I am, being a big encourager to everyone out there and want to help heal humanity. That's why we're here for. That's why we're not doing this. We're not doing this for entertainment. We're doing this to help to heal humanity. But it starts with you. It starts with you. Wherever you're at. If you're morbidly obese, or you have health issues, you have an autoimmune disorder, you can't wait for the government. You can't wait for the doctors. You can't wait for someone to tell you you need to do this. You have to step up and take that will, and you have to make that big decision. Do you want to live the life that you want, or do you want to sit in a chair the rest of your life and wither away? Do you want to be imprisoned in your bed, or do you want to have the freedom like Bill Knott did? That's what he did. He was in prison, and he went and he changed his life to make that step forward. He reached out, and Kerry, Mann, and many others encouraged him, and he took that will. And now look at him. He's exercising. He's getting out. He's enjoying life. He's vlogging his weekly life, and do you want to be like Bill Knott, or do you want to be bedridden and die? I think, over time, humanity lived 900 to almost 1,000 years. After the flood and the repopulation of the earth, God had started putting down the human calculator where we lived about 120, 130 years. I believe if you live healthy in a proper human diet, I believe that we can live over 100 years. They talk about, with the modern medicine and science that we can live longer. I hate to tell you that is deceiving. There is more cancer rates out there. There's more cancer, there's more heart attacks, more people on diabetes. And the thing is we're being lied to by media, by doctors, by science. Don't listen to that. You need to listen to, through our journey. We're not pushing this out there. We're not forcing you. We're just giving our information to you so we can help. That's what we're doing. We're just being inspiration and encouraging so you can have an opportunity to have the life that you want. I wanted to get out of that recliner. I worked Monday through Friday. I have actually a physical job. And, before Carnivore, it was affecting my job where I didn't want to work. I didn't want to move. I was relying on my tech to do more. I get home, my daughter wanted to go out and do stuff. All I wanted to do is sit in the chair. And then come the weekend, I started feeling a little bit better. And then I go back to work and it's back all over again. That's why I said enough was enough. And these individuals I talked about, they really encouraged me to change, to go to this carnivore way of life. And it helped. It encouraged me. I am beyond grateful for all of them. I am beyond grateful for everyone that has a channel out there. And I am beyond grateful for their encouragement. That's why I want to think about this verse. It comes into... It's Romans 12, 1 and 2, and it's about transforming our mind, transforming us by renewing of our minds. So daily, no matter what, we have to renew our minds, not only spiritually, we have to resist our temptations. We have to resist those sins because sin can put you to death. I'm not perfect. None of us out here are perfect. Even in the carnivore world, we have our stumbles, we had our backfalls. Some of us are stronger than others, but no matter what, we don't give up. We keep on going. And that encouragement and that inspiration and that coaching is a blessing. So let me read Romans 12, 1 through 3. So, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind he finds acceptable. This is truly the way to worship him. Don't copy the behaviors and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Because of the privilege and authority God has given to me, I give each of you this warning. Don't think you're really better than you really are. And this is what reminds us to let's be kind, be positive, have a good attitude, encourage and support one another. You all have a great day. God bless.